Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of ROX Talks Fresh Blood. This week, we've got Welsh rockers Raider, who unashamedly harken their sound back to the good old days of the 1980s hard rock scene. They clearly wear their influences on their sleeves, and that's no bad thing when music is as good as this. You'll also be hearing a couple of the songs, including a new song from their just released EP, Tokyo. So anyway, here's the boys from Raider to tell you all about themselves.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You're one of them.
I am the self-confessed only Winger fan in the universe, so I instantly recognised the font.
Oh no, we have had a few people say that.
Well, I'm not hiding a Winger tattoo at the moment or anything, you know. You might find that there's probably there's four of us together now, so yeah. Tell you what,
we
though.
need more Winger, definitely. I mean, I'm up for a world tour of Winger. Red Beach, I just think it is just
incredible
guitarist.
I think like it's now my life's aspiration to get sued by Kit Winger. Like I'm poking him like with every CD sale. I'm like, come on, that'll get me on the front of the Dudley Gazette or whatever it's called now. I can see it now, written in print.
There's no such thing as bad publicity, is there?
Absolutely not. No, if he sues you, you'll be on all of the American press, and that can be no bad thing at all.
Nope.
Multi-millionaire Kit Winger takes on small Welsh band Raider.
Yeah.
With not
Interestingly enough, though,
We'll give it a tip for £3.50.
Yeah.
It's a good font, though. I mean, it's instantly, it's in your face. It's one of
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
these kind of fonts. It looks really good. So
Yeah.
carry on using it, stuff him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he would. Well, I don't know. I don't know him personally.
I don't think he'd mind because it's
It's more of a
not
tip
like
of the
you're
hat.
calling yourselves wing. So
Yeah, it's more of
No.
a tip of the hat to the style of like the bands from the 80s and stuff, and
yeah,
people who inspired us rather than trying to rip it off, if you know what I mean.
people use the Iron Maiden font all the time. So
Yeah, that's it.
Interestingly enough, the first Winger album, they put up that it was like the anniversary of it a couple of weeks ago, and someone in there was like, "You've clearly nicked this from Def Leppard," and like, so even Winger are getting it from other bands. You just think,
the green one with the font slightly different, and it looks
yes,
like
it is.
Syria.
Might be colourblind. It might be blue for all I know.
Yeah, the blue came out for the second one, didn't it? The Heart of the Young.
That's the one that.
Feel free to tell me to shut up. When it comes to Winger, I can talk forever and a day, and people just have
they're
to
fantastic, man.
No, you carry on, and this is pretty much all we do. It's,
Right. Anyway, enough of Winger. We're here to talk about they've had their chance.
Yeah.
Now he can still do his twirl. He's had his chance. Now it's your turn to do your ballet twirl if you want to. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying if you want to. So anyway, we're here today with Welsh rock band Raider, and the vocalist. I understand you as a contestant on The Voice 2019.
Yeah. It was a big step for me. I think it was not something I ever thought that I would do. Go on like a reality program. But it was kind of a bit of a push from my little kids, really. Who were like, "Oh, Dad, you should go on there. Give it a go." I'm like, "Nah, I don't know."
Why not?
And then I thought, "Oh, might as well. What have we got to lose? Just go on it." And it worked out pretty well. All the coaches seemed to like it, and I'd done a couple of good performances that I was proud to look back on. So yeah, it's good.
And why not? Was the band together before you did that, or did they sort of approach you having seen that?
They had approached me. I think you approached me before it.
Yeah. I was quite insistent.
But I was so busy at the time that I didn't. I was like, I don't know if I can commit to this as well, because I was so busy doing the because I tour with a covers band as well, and I was doing the voice thing, so I was like, I don't know. But then it just, after the voice happened, it just seemed like the right time, and I loved the music that the guys were putting out, and I couldn't not be involved. I was like, I just got to jump on board with this. Just felt right.
And had you guys been in any other bands before Raider?
Things here and there, but nothing to certainly nothing in this genre. When I was younger and slightly angrier, I used to play in like thrash bands and generic kind of metal bands. I've always loved this style of music. My old man gave me a Def Leppard tape when I was 7, and I was off. And I mean, just gone with it completely. So this has always been my love. But I think we've all kind of dabbled around in things.
Yeah.
But it's so I know, like, we were talking about the W band word.
No
some time
copyright
ago.
infringement intended.
Yeah. And like, it's so tough to find like-minded people that all want to do the same thing. And I mean, and then you got him on vocals, who is just insane.
Yeah.
And that's a roundabout way to answer your question. Yeah, I've been in loads of bands.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I was in bands when I was a teenager. It was all like, it was all the heavy stuff back then. Like angry teenager kind of rock scene, like. But
you've all mellowed.
Mellowed out a bit at the older age, I think.
Yeah.
It's always been there, though. I think the kind of 80s metal rock sound has always been there. It permeates through into all the different genres anyway, because it was such a major part of the rock scene. Anybody that says it wasn't is, well, an idiot, basically. So it's easy to describe your sound now. I'm going to ask how you personally would describe your sound, but it is that 80s hard rock, melodic rock sound, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what we try to go for, is to try and bring kind of vibe back and the nostalgia. A lot of bands these days do it more tongue in cheek, and the likes of Steel Panther or something, they do it more like in a comical way, whereas we wanted to bring back that kind of vibe, but not taking the mick out of it.
Well, no, I mean, the likes of Steel Panther have done very well out of this sort of thing, but it's good to hear a band that wants to play that kind of music because they love it, and not just because they see a cash cow opportunity, basically, in some cases.
If someone wants to chuck thousands of pounds at me, I'll just put that out there.
Yeah, well, you're not going to say no.
I'm not shaving my hair, though. That's where I draw the line on that one.
I had no choice.
Well,
sorry, Mike.
No, don't shave that hair off. It's gorgeous.
I had no choice for this, man. Genetics, this is.
There's things that can be done about that now, Michael.
Yes, there are hair transplants. Just ask Elton John.
Right. Or Reggie knew what I was doing
in the 80s.
Brilliant.
It's another look coming my way. Anyway, I don't. So you've just your EP will be out now as we've been doing this, called Tokyo.
Yep.
It is out now, isn't it? It's on Bandcamp and it's coming through on Swords and Chains Records, which I love. I love that name, Swords and Chains Records. It's so
Mark. Sorry to interrupt. Mark actually paid the whacking great import tax fee from the US of A, and he has them right now. I don't know if you can get your camera to come on, Mark, but you can probably show your room with.
Those are cool.
Yeah. Here is the first run of these, and only run of these CDs, actually. So they're limited release. It's the EP plus the 2 singles. You can only get it on CD as well. So. Yeah, I got them. So we'll be sending them out this week.
Fantastic.
They're available already. If people haven't, people might have already downloaded it. So you can get it. It's available on all the streaming platforms, all the usual stuff already. But we've just got the CDs today.
And you can't beat it on CD. Streaming's great, but it's nice to have the physical CD.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
All the vibe.
I'm like, I was just about to say I'm like a massive avid collector of tangible music. Like, if I can buy it in a physical form, I'll get it. I much prefer that. If my phone goes flat or my electricity, whatever, I've still got my records.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
I can still read them.
Nobody can take them off you.
No, exactly. And I suppose that's what started me on the journey of all this, was buying out, like, look at the hair on that, I'm having that, coming home with just the strangest things, I'm not saying this with pride in any way sometimes, but there pretty much isn't any band that we probably haven't whacked on a turntable at this point.
And why not? There really was some great music back then, and even still through the 90s, some of the bands were still putting out some fantastic stuff.
They kind of just missed out on the time. It's kind of great bands that came out, and it was like, sorry, you're a bit late now. Grunge is in.
Yeah, you've got to buy yourself a flannel shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we like what we like, and that's about it. I think.
Never apologise for it.
No
Good
way.
taste, and that's what matters.
Yes, we're having fun. So,
and that's also what matters.
Yes,
you got to play. You got to play the music that you love.
Yeah.
Which is cool, and fair play to you for doing it, because it takes guts to do hard rock, because it's either got to be new metal, post-punk, I don't know. I've lost track, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. A lot of music that's being released is very samey. A lot of artists, you can't differentiate between them, and I think that's the thing. What we're doing now is kind of got that nostalgic 80s kind of hard rock vibe, but it still kind of sounds modern, like, if you know what I mean. It still sounds like it fits in today. So, but it's different to other what other bands are doing. So it's at the moment anyway, and that's what I think. That's why I really, that I think that's another reason why I really love doing what we're doing, because it just stands out.
Yeah, it's four guys rocking out. A click track and everything all being gented.
Yeah.
At times. We're doing a live stream. We're headlining a live stream festival next week. That's being streamed on Facebook, and we've got, I think everyone's playing.
Yeah. Well,
we got the keyboard player, and everything. There'd be no click tracks. It'd be the keyboard come in. So.
I think people can't spot it, and reviewers like myself can spot it a mile off.
Yeah.
So it's a bit early days to ask this question, but I'll ask it anyway. Talking about live shows, I mean, you mentioned Dirty Rockers, and you certainly I'll be there. Any other live shows that you've got sort of semi-confirmed at the moment?
We had this EP was meant to come out very early on this year, and we had 2 shows scheduled, one in Wales and one in Wolverhampton. But about a year and a half ago, I moved to the West Midlands, so I'm part of England now, and the rest of the guys are in Wales. So I had arranged for all the friends that I have up here. Right, well, we'll do a show in Wales, then you guys come up here, and we'll do a show in Wolverhampton. We'll do one in the Gifford. It'd be cool, like, really like down and dirty show, proper sweatbox, stinky toilets, brilliant place, and it just been rescheduled like 100 times, and it was rescheduled for, I think, last weekend it was. So we're probably gonna have 2 in the West Midlands, and one in
Swansea, under 18.
Yeah, one in Swansea, supporting a great rock band called Haxon, which are like an all-female, like a classic hard rock band, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not like Vixen though. I'd like to support Vixen.
I bet you would.
Yeah, I mean,
support them.
Yeah, we got a few gigs coming in now for next year, and it's just trying to work everything around it all, and make sure. I mean, at the moment, it's such a weird situation with the COVID situation on. You just don't know what's going to happen. So, but yeah, no, we're booking stuff in now. We've got a few confirmed dates at the moment, but everything else we're just kind of taking it as it comes.
Yeah. Has it been hard on you guys? I mean, obviously you've had to hold this EP back, and I'm sure it's made practicing together and writing new material together. And has it had an impact on you, all this CV19?
Who wants to answer that one?
Yeah, it kind of. I think we're all pretty much equipped to record and write at home, so we've kept things trucking that way. And a lot of stuff now you can do remotely. So, for example, John, on a couple of the tracks for this, he did it in his house. Our lead guitarist Alan, he played his guitar leads all from the comfort of his own living room, I think, with the help of his son Guion. And I've been going into the studio because I can't deal with all that. I've got to have a studio. It sounds a bit diva, but I need it to sound great. So we use this amazing place in Newport with this great engineer called Rich Jackson. He's been involved in like pop music and stuff in the past as well. So yeah, it's been a little tough not being able to hang out with the guys as much and rehearse and kind of, because we're also friends as well. So any chance we get, we like to hang out and just drink and party and do the things that people like to do. But yeah, it's a little tough, but it could be worse, a lot worse. Obviously glad that everyone's fit and healthy.
Like the rehearsing in it and the gigging. So we haven't been able to do that. But with regards to the writing, I think we've got quite a bit done because we've been working on the album now. But we've all just been doing Zoom calls and like
which is all good. It keeps you in the public eye.
Yeah, like Mark and John then would like, oh, right, we've got this great idea. They'll record a rough demo, send it over to me, and then I'll be like, I'll come up with some melody and some lyrics and stuff, and we'll just bounce it back and forth to each other, and until we got a demo that we think, right, that's banging, let's get in and record it. And it's been, I think in a way it's been good because we've had a lot of time to concentrate on the writing. But then with regards to the performance side, then we haven't been able to get out there and gig.
It'll come.
Yeah, there's been good and bad points with it.
Well, I mean, it can't last forever, and people certainly want a live show. So, as soon as things are announced, I think things will soon pick up. So it sounds to me as if next year could be your debut full album.
Well, yeah, hopefully. Where we at? We've about 3/4 of the way to tracking the first song. It's kind of like a ballad, kind of got this 18 in Life type of vibe about it. So it's not really a ballad. It's very much just what we do at around 90 beats a minute, really. So that one's pretty much in the bag now, and that's going to sound absolutely huge. I think Mike did like 37 harmonies on the chorus and it killed him off, really. So I'm quite looking forward to that
for
one.
3 days.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Like I had, what was I listening to? Tesla the other day. What's the Tesla song? Coming at You Live. And I rang Mark and I said, I love this song. And before I knew it, Mark had a riff that was kind of like in that vibe. And I thought, right, cool. And then let's run with that one. So I think kind of each song is going to almost have this, like 80s rock is like so big to me. And like there's East Coast, West Coast, all these different sounds flying around. And each song will have its own, like, man, that sounds kind of like this style, and then transitioning into this and this and this. So hopefully there'll be enough for everyone on there.
I'm sure there will be. I mean, people are getting fed up of the kind of, music on rails, and I think you're coming along at a good time when people are starting to look back at the 80s and thinking, wow, they did some good music, and at least it was stuff that could be done well live. It's good for parties. It's good for having a cool night out, and no one can doubt that the whole 80s metal scene was just utterly fascinating.
Interestingly enough, the drummer that played on a number of the tracks on the Tokyo EP is also Roachwood's drummer. So that's how a direct link to the 80s. So, not quite 80s rock, but...
his moment.
Yeah.
Sort of Eric Clapton-ish blues sort of pop stuff.
Yeah, I think we get in for late spring, early summer kind of. We're getting for, I think we've got a few of the tracks almost there, and we're ready to go in.
Yeah.
Like we've got about half the album that's like ready to get to record. And like John said, the one track is pretty much being mixed now as we speak. The first track, and I can't wait for people to hear that one.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. Based on the reception of the EP, I can't see why people wouldn't love the album even more. It's just the EP but doubled. It's 8 songs.
And as I say, there is a great demand out there for traditional sort of hard rock. There really is a demand for it now.
I think that's the thing. There's a lot of like TV shows and movies and stuff. They're remaking 80s movies. And you got TV shows like Stranger Things and stuff. You got so many things like that that people are loving. All the kind of like, oh yeah, the 80s retro kind of 80s and 90s stuff is quite fashionable at the minute.
Absolutely. So you look how many tribute bands there are now for bands like Journey and Foreigner, and they're all selling out places with amazing ease.
Yeah.
Like if you stopped anyone on the street or even looked at these like articles, like the top 10 best rock songs ever, 99%, 8 out of 10 of those on that list are going to be from the 80s. They're going to be your Journey, Whitesnake, Foreigner, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi. You might get like, I don't know, The Killers or something like that in on there. But it's all going to be Bryan Adams, all the wedding songs. You know, these songs are just, they're going to go on forever. I can't see them ever going away. They're ingrained in Western society, and even not even Western, you know, just everywhere. Like, just, I mean, Living on a Prayer is like, taking on his life of his own, isn't it, really? You know, just good songs, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And not forgetful and not chuck away, and, you know,
you guarantee that song comes on, the whole crowd's going to go wild after a couple of drinks. It doesn't matter if they've heard it a million times. It's just a kind of feel-good party kind of rock anthem. And I think that's the thing, like what John said. If you had a list of the top 10 rock songs of all time, you're going to have Living on a Prayer, Don't Stop Believing, Summer of '69. It's like
they're all
songs are all gonna, because they're all massive hits. Like,
I'm gonna put you on the spot now, guys. So, what is your all-time favorite song?
Oh, you didn't do that, did you?
I did. Does it have to be I'm a bitch.
Oh, we're going down there, are we? Right.
Favorite.
I'll nominate myself to go last so I can have a real good think about this one.
Okay.
Mine is slightly different because I've got a favourite that I like to listen to and then a favourite that I like to perform, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So
like,
you go first, Mike.
So, performance-wise, I like Heart Alone, just because people don't expect a guy to sing it. And I love like the audience reaction every time I sing that song is just like, what? And it just catches people off guard. So that's probably my favorite song to perform. But big fan of Whitesnake, Still of the Night. That's up there as one of my favorites, I think. There's just so many in there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'll go with them. Those are mine.
How about you, Mark?
Because my favorite band is Tool. I loved everything they've done, every single thing. But in this genre, I have to say, Danger, Danger, Bang, Bang is probably one of the best hard rock songs, in my opinion. Just because it had, not as in like, it's not going to beat the Bon Jovis. It's not going to beat the thing, but it's got a place in my heart, I think, where it's just fun. It's party song. It's well written. It's got Andy Timmins on guitar, who was at one point classed as, I believe, the best guitarist in the world. And yeah, it was just a really good, feel good, hard rock, straight East Coast sounding song. I love it.
Good choice, Jonathan. You're in the hot seat.
Here we go now. I am an unashamed, massive fan of Roth. David Lee Roth, the man in the 80s, could do no wrong. And I mean, when you think of a frontman, he hasn't got the atypical voice. I mean, I don't know if he has a voice now. It's fucking David Lee Roth, isn't it? You know, for the love of fucking God. The reason why people dress up for Halloween for some reason in all that gear is because of him. Anything off Eat 'Em and Smile. I mean, Shy Boy hits you from the get-go. You've got like Greg Bissonette, who's just unreal. Vi on guitar. You've got the best, you know, rock vocalist ever. Don't care. Maybe Elvis might get a look in, but and Billy Sheehan on bass. I mean, it's just that album.
Perfect storm.
You know, yeah, and to drop covers like Tobacco Road and just things like amazing. Yeah, anything wrong.
Take my answer. I think I'll take that answer instead.
Yeah.
See, you boys should have thought.
Are you a big gamer, Mark?
Kit
at the back.
I don't know where you'd get that from.
Small hint.
Kind of. I love arcade machines for some reason. I've just always loved them. And I mean, there's images of me and John at a fair in our local town playing on all the arcade machines and things. So
I'm Crisis.
It's something that's just kind of a nostalgia thing for me, being able to. And I've always wanted to own one. And I thought, well, I'm in lockdown, got nothing else to do, might as well buy one. So I managed to pick up this thing, and yeah, I love it.
Great stuff. Why not? Again, it fits in with the whole, you know, the games from the 80s. The graphics might not have been what they are now, but they were a damn sight more playable.
Yeah,
that's true.
Man, if you'd have caught me like 2 years ago, I moved in with my partner now and had to sell a lot of stuff. I was like really weirded. I had like a tease made and stuff, man. I was like really obsessed with it, probably to the point where it was unhealthy. Like I only listened to vinyl and cassettes and things. But I think what I was saying earlier, to find like-minded people like that it's just fucking cool, really, because I can only really talk to these guys about what I like, because no one else really understands. I mean, like what you were saying, where else are we going to find like the double fans and all that, you know?
Yeah.
It's not something you come across every day, though, is it? I mean, you're going to get, I love Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me is the best song I've ever heard. Ain't going to know no Nelson, though, are they? They're not going to know your Taquetos and all that.
Well,
just massive.
Yeah, I mean, it was. And more and more people are going back and listening to the albums and you know, I mean, people are paying a small fortune for the old vinyl and cassettes.
I have.
I'm voting VHS is coming back next.
That'd be great.
I've got plenty of them.
Well, you got the what's this? The 2 Skid Row VHSs are amazing. I don't think they ever released them on DVD. The Roadkill and Say Can You Scream, and just like, man, what a band! Like,
at their peak,
songs,
they were stunning.
Again, I mean, I know I mentioned Roth, but Seb back then, I mean, what is he, like 6'9", or something ridiculous, hair down to his ass, ripped to the gills, and he just opens his mouth and this thing just attacks you, doesn't it? You know, and he's also quite handsome, so doesn't go
in a manly way.
Yeah. I'm comfortable here, you know. Very comfy bed I'm led on there, so.
Listen, guys, it's been a blast talking to you. I mean, we wish you all the best. Everybody that's watching this, check out Raider. Get the new EP Tokyo and check out the singles as well. They had previously out on Bandcamp, and it is now available on CD, good old-fashioned modern CD, on Swords and Chains Records. So check out Raider. If you like classic rock, these guys know how to do it. Thanks a lot, guys. You've been great fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, see you soon.
See you in Dudley.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You've been lovely. We've been Raider. Bye.
Bye.
will be forever with. So I keep searching over and over to find the one I dream of. Time's drawing closer. When I find her, we'll be together forever with. Changes. Oh, the time is ticking on. Changes. We're on a journey, lovers together through all changes. Lately, I'm feeling all of the synergy. A light is glowing inside. Sparks are gonna collide. Over and over to find the one I dream of. Time's drawing closer. When I find her, we'll be together forever. Where changes. Oh, the time is ticking on. Changes. We're on a journey, lovers together through all changes. Changes. We're on a journey, lovers together through all changes. Changes. We're on a journey, lovers together through all changes. Journey, lovers together.